Kapoor should resign over a cartoon, yet Zuma hasn't resigned over spy tapes in Kandla and Gupta Gate and Marikana. That's from I'm an African. Marisa Oosthuizen says, Zizi Kodwa says they accept the apology of KT Katapotis, but the cartoon has inflicted damage. That is hashtag newsroom. And Tamara Arden says, let's get involved in the debate about media freedom. Hashtag Jardine ANC News Cartoon, says Tamara Arden on the Twitter page. Linda Sokaba says, the ANC cry my beloved country, it says. Me, I'm a voter and I don't need anybody's protection. I think that's... and then just lastly, CEO Roger Dardine says that they will look into the matter. That's from Primedia Stembiso Sitole at ANC hashtag SABC News. Now, these are some of your comments on the Twitter page. Now, as we indicated earlier, dozens of ANC members have gathered at the Primedia head office in Sandton in Johannesburg to protest against the company's cartoon, which depicted ANC voters as clowns. ANC, meanwhile, says that the cartoon is insulting and racist. Now, for more on the cartoon, let's try and see if we can get hold of the online editor at Eyewitness News, Sheldon Marias. Sheldon, once again, good morning to you.
Good morning, Elvis.
Sheldon, what did you hope to achieve with this particular cartoon?
Elvis, what we hope to achieve with this particular cartoon, as with all our cartoons, is to spark debate, is to put out something that's happening in the current affairs space at the moment. Commentary coming through from our contributors as our cartoonists, as we have with various other pieces of content that's published on our website, such as opinion pieces. It's about sparking debate, putting forward an opinion, because I mean we have to admit that it is just an opinion from our cartoonists, and through that, get that conversation going, Elvis.
Now, did Primedia go beyond maybe the boundaries of freedom of expression here and political satire, perhaps?
Elvis, I think we have to, in reflecting on this matter and how it's played out, I think we do have to reflect and also admit that in the depiction of the voters, that EWN and the cartoonists did go too far in the portrayal and trying to get that part of the commentary across. And I think in acknowledging the hurt it's caused, the deep hurt it's caused to many people, and the apology and the steps to remove the cartoon, because once the debate became about race, Elvis, it then went beyond what the intention was, and there was an admission from our side that this cartoon and elements in it did cause deep hurt, and it wasn't taking any sort of debate or discussion forward. And in those interests, we felt it had to be removed.
Is the cartoon perhaps an insult to the ANC and an organization, or to the members and the public at large?
I think, Elvis, our decision in our final steps to apologize and also remove the cartoon were focused solely on the people. We believe in a commentary on the high-profile political figures who are in cabinet, who are open to commentary and satire. However, we did feel that the people, who ultimately, they are who we serve in terms of putting out information, objective information, fair information as well. Sometimes, it may offend people, but we also strive to be fair. That was where, a line had been crossed, or we felt a line had been crossed based on the reaction. And we do feel that, in terms of the commentary on the people at large, that was, something that we regretted.
Now, the ANC members that gathered at the Primedia offices earlier today, do you feel that the march is an attack on media freedom, perhaps, or on your organization?
No, I don't believe that the march is an attack on media freedom. The march was carried out rather well. I have to say, we know that the right to march, to picket, to voice your expression, what you're feeling, is protected in the Bill of Rights, and we respect that. So we have no issue with the march. Elvis. There are broader concerns, as stated by our editor-in-chief, about the ANC's reaction to this. In terms of what they said, the fears that the media's freedom of expression may be curtailed. In terms of the march and people raising their concerns, by all means we do accept that and we welcome it, because it's part of that discussion and something that we need to take in as media practitioners, creators of news and information. We've got to hear what people have to say.
Now, what sort of future safeguards will you put in place to curtail such events from happening again?
Well, the matter currently has been referred to our internal ombudsman, Advocate George Bezos, who's looking at the matter. We're also having a look at it as an internal editorial team to see how can we best avoid it. In future, to have, I suppose, a more inclusive structure would be the first place to begin, in terms of people bringing their own life experiences to the editorial process and saying, guys, this is possibly, an area of concern for me because of X, Y, and Z reasons and how we're portraying people in this light. That's one area that we're looking at, but it's been, having heard the reactions, the reflection stage is now only beginning, Elvis.
Sheldon, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
That was Eyewitness News online editor Sheldon Marias on the line explaining their position to us.